Hello and welcome to the March 2026 Current Conversations podcast. I'm Quentin Shepard with Gloucester's Community Engagement and Public Information Department. I'm your host for this part one of this series on the 40th Daffodil Festival coming up in just a few short weeks. And today we're joined by Hunter LeClair, our tourism and special events manager, and also by Susan Ammons, our tourism supervisor. Welcome and thank you both for joining me today.
Hey, good
Hi,
morning.
thank you.
So tell us a little bit about some of the big things that are planned. This is quite a big year for the festival. 40 years is quite an accomplishment. So what things do you all have planned for this special birthday?
Thanks, Quentin. Yeah, we're really excited to be celebrating our 40th event. And one of the things that I am most excited about is we have some really great live entertainment lined up. We are going to have Bobby Blackhat playing on our main stage on Saturday. And then we are going to have the DeLoreans on Sunday. And I know that the DeLoreans always bring in a huge crowd and a lot of energy. So we really wanted to be intentional and kind of pay ode to our start in the 80s with bringing the DeLoreans.
Awesome. And then, obviously we can expect some of the traditional favorites. But before we go into those, I know that y'all are bringing back the 5K.
We are. So on Sunday, we are bringing back the Daffodil Dash, and there's still time to sign up. It will be the traditional route down Warehouse Road, and then afterwards, all the runners get a free ticket for a free beer from the Gloucester Brewing Company, thanks to Compass Entertainment, which is super exciting. And with your registration, you get a swag bag, you get a really cool t-shirt, and some awesome socks. So we're really excited about that.
Nice. And it's been quite a long time since that activity was part of the festival.
It was
Uh-huh.
really popular prior to COVID, and we had
hmm
a lot of really great volunteers, and the volunteer changed hands. And so this year we were able to work with the Peninsula Track Club. So they are going to be providing the professional timing for us at this race.
Great. Tell me a little bit about Jack's Jungle. I know that's something a little bit different coming to the festival.
Oh yeah, we're bringing something wild. Jack's Jungle will be at the festival both Saturday and Sunday, and he is bringing 14 to 18 different animals and reptiles. So he's going to bring farm animals, but also giant lizards, a giant frog, um, and then he'll be doing talks both days, four talks both days on the Daffodil Village stage, so the kiddos can come and touch the animals and learn about them.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about that. I'm the typical adult that like wants to be at the petting zoo, but I don't have a kid with me. No, it's family friendly. We want everyone to come pet the animals, but the petting zoo will also be beside a booth by Addie's Colors, and their booth will provide a sensory place for people of all ages, but especially kiddos who may get overwhelmed. I mean, there's so many people. The festival brings in 25,000, and so especially kids with that may need to be able to take a beat, get in the shade, maybe not be around all of the loud music and etc. So they are trained counselors and will be providing that welcoming space for folks too.
Awesome. I also hear that a special activity that kind of takes people a little bit away from festival grounds is the Anchored in Tradition sales.
Right. So for the 40th anniversary, we are doing a special sail excursion. This will take place in April. So if you love the Daffodil Festival and you're not willing to give it up, you can keep the party going and join one of our sails in April. But this will be each sail is a 4-hour excursion. Lunch is provided, and they have wine for sale on the Schooner Alliance. So on Saturday, people will line up at the York loading docks in Yorktown, and they will be guided along the York River for a narrated sail talking about Gloucester's involvement in the American Revolution to celebrate VA 250. And then on Sunday, we will do something similar along the North River, where we will have Brett and Becky's on the boat talking about the history of daffodils in Gloucester. So those tickets are still open, and you can find more information at daffodilfestivalva.org.
Okay, and we'll put that link in the description of the podcast as well. So tell us a little bit about the Daffodil show. I know that the show itself is not, hosted by Parks and Rec, but there's some different things going on for flower lovers who really enjoy seeing the displays. I think there's a workshop or something going on.
Yes, so the Daffodil Show is held at Newington Baptist Church, which is on Main Street. It's just a little further down from the festival. The public can go and look at thousands of blooms and arrangements that people have submitted to be judged. There's also a photography area. And the workshop is actually held at Brett and Becky's on the 26th. The cost is free. You can register on our website as well for that, but if you have a bloom that you'd like to submit, they will help you prep it and make sure that it is in perfect condition for the show.
And then I know we're kind of jumping around a little bit, but all of this is definitely things that need to be on folks' radar when they visit the festival. But the Amazing Mutt Show is something that a lot of folks with pets and who don't have pets would enjoy watching. So tell us a little bit about that and when that's planned. I think that's on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday at 1 o'clock, and jumping around is good, especially since the Amazing Mutt Show will have a highest jumper category for your dog.
Nice.
Um, so the Good Dog in Yorktown, I know that they have a lot of alumni pets. My dog Tawny did their courses. Yeah, Susan's making a face at me, but I have to give a shout out to my dog. So the Good Dog will be doing our Amazing Mutt Show. They will have a few different categories. That's going to take place at 1 o'clock on Saturday on the Daffodil Village stage. No pre-registration is necessary. You can simply just register day of before the show. Our festival is pet friendly. We love for dogs to visit. They do have to be on a leash and be well behaved. But yeah, so the show will take place. They'll have the highest jumper, they'll have a best trick category, and then a cutest costume category.
Nice. So we don't want to forget also if this is something that folks can do apart from the actual festival itself, but the Daffodil Tour where folks can kind of pick their own route and drive around and look at some of the different daffodil displays, which is kind of what has made the county famous. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the Gloucester Daffodil Club comes up with a tour every year, and they've actually put the signs out, so you may see them around. If you go to our website, there's a little Volkswagen bug at the bottom, and it says driving tour. You can click on it there, and it will show you all the locations of all the beautiful spots to see blooms. And then our visitor center also has brochures if you rather have a physical copy.
One of the main draws to the festival, which we don't want to leave out, are the incredible vendors that take part in the festival. And then, of course, the food court that a lot of folks look forward to checking out some of that different food that comes in. So, about how many vendors do we have scheduled for this year, and anything new or different on the side of the vendors?
Yeah, so we have about 250 vendors providing high quality arts, crafts, photography, fine arts. And every year it's a very difficult process, and we have another great video that the community engagement department made for us, but it talks about the vendor selection process. And so there's some of the favorites from prior years. We also have a lot of new vendors. We have a lot of people who are local to our community and have storefronts in Gloucester. We also have people who are traveling from out of the state to be a part of the show. So whether it's photography, pottery, apparel, crafts, things for children, there's a lot of different vendors, and a committee works very hard to review nearly 500 applications and review those to make sure that there's a good variety. So there are a lot of really new and exciting vendors. We also have an interactive vendor map on our website. And so you can go ahead and look on the website now and see where all the vendors are on the website. So you can look and see, oh, is vendor A going to be there? Type it in and it'll show you vendor A is going to be at booth 421 and you know exactly where to stop and what they're going to be selling that day. So that'll be a helpful tool to make sure you hit all your favorites.
Great. And again, we'll put that link in the description of the podcast. We've covered a lot of highlights of the festival. Anything that we didn't cover that you all would like to let folks know about regarding the upcoming festival?
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that our parade will be going down Main Street on Saturday starting at 10 a.m. I know that that is a community favorite. Our shuttles will stop during that time and will resume right after the parade is over. We have a lot of amazing floats. They're always decorated so nicely. And then this year we have kind of a special little surprise. We will be welcoming some of our past queens. So they will be showcased along with those in the running this year.
Neat.
And then I also wanted to mention that the Daffodil Festival this year has a mobile app that was built in-house, and we are super excited about it. It is available in the Apple Store and Google Play. So if you visit our website again, it will have instructions on where to get that from.
Great. And I just want to give a shout out to Susan and Hunter for all the hard work that they individually put in to make the festival a success. Without them, we wouldn't have the festival that we have. Takes many, many hours, a lot of hard work, planning, dedication. Also want to thank all the other county staff and the Daffodil Festival committee folks that make this festival possible each and every year. So that wraps up part one. So be sure to join us for the 40th annual festival, March 28th and 29th, in and around Main Street in Gloucester. Coming up next for part two, we're going to talk to a veteran volunteer who's put in many, many years of festival work and coordination. But thank you, Susan and Hunter, for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you at the festival.